Test. Give me a mic check.
Check. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2.
Check.
Do it again. Check 1 2.
Hold on. There's a cobweb on it. Check 1 2 1 2.
A cobweb on your penis?
Yeah,
you need to get it out more. You
mouth.
You need to get your penis out more.
Your mouth is going to be all over this cobweb.
Check. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2.
Raja. Oh yeah, the official Law Abiding Biker Media private patron member only ride, meetup, and event is scheduled for 2023. Join us at the event and further the hashtag Biker Revolution. We'd love to ride with you and meet you in person, of course. So mark your calendars now. The event will be Tuesday, May 9th, 2023 near Reno, Nevada. And the requirements to attend this event are you must be a contributing mid-level and above patron member no later than January 1st, 2023. Yep, that's 4 months prior to the event. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon, for more information. And here are some further details on the event. The Law Abiding Biker crew, which will be about 10 of us this year, will meet you somewhere around the Hawthorne, Babbitt, Nevada area around 1 p.m. We will have a 1-hour meet and greet at that location. And Kickstands Up will be at 2 p.m. sharp. We'll then take you on a group ride and lead you into the greater Reno, Nevada area, which is an easy 2-hour, 15-minute ride and around 125 miles. Easy peasy. Upon arrival near Reno, Nevada at 4:30 p.m., we'll treat you to a special catered dinner and social event. We'll wine you and dine you, but we ain't gonna 69 you. The social event will close down about 7 p.m., but have no doubt, patron members always continue the social event at a different location amongst themselves. So we suggest you get lodging in Reno, Nevada now for the event, and that's completely on you. And there is only one official place that you can sign up for the event, Bikeaholics. Yep, that's at lawabidingbiker.com/2023 meetup. That's lawabidingbiker.com/2023 meetup. All one word, no dashes, no spaces. Once you submit your registration form, the confirmation of your patron status and other general vetting will commence. After sign up, you'll receive several emails. One of those emails will be to confirm your subscription to our 2023 patron member email event list. If you don't see that email within a few minutes, please check your email junk spam folder and hit the confirmation button on that email so you are on that official list. We have to have you on the list and we'll be verifying. This is the one and only way we will communicate to you the exact details of the event as it approaches. Also, we will only be giving more specific details about the ride and meetup event to those who have officially signed up and have been verified. And the deadline for sign up is March 15th, 2023 at midnight. No exceptions can be made. Once it closes, so don't miss out on this awesome opportunity. Also, if you sign up, we need you to attend, as a ton of planning and expenses go into making these events great. Of course, if an unexpected emergency arises after you've already signed up, please send us a courtesy email ASAP advising us that you won't be able to make it. Okay, I'm calling out to any patron members in or around the Reno, Nevada area. We really need your help to organize the actual social dinner event, such as the location and food situation. Please hit us up if you can help us at lawabidingbiker.com/contact or DM us within your patron member account. Having patron member involvement in the past has always helped to make these events a huge success. Oh, and if you've yet to take the leap and join the Biker Revolution as a contributing patron member, there's no better time to consider doing so than right now. This is just one of many benefits you get for being a patron member. And best of all, you'll know you're supporting us financially so we can continue our mission to help educate, connect, and inspire as many bikers as we can worldwide. So these ride and meetup events have gained in size each year that we've been doing them. So let's make 2023 the biggest ever law-abiding biker patron member ride and meetup event. And let's make history. We hope to see you there. Peace. Lurch.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, you do.
Because I know where you're going with this.
No, you don't.
And, we don't need this whole episode to be about it.
No. About vampires?
Oh, you're going to do that one first. Yeah, let's talk about vampires.
You don't even know what I'm talking about if you just look at the show notes, dude. All right, so, yeah, we found a new tool. We're going to start recommending some tools that we use around the law-abiding biker shop. Hopefully, they will help you all out. These things are pretty amazing. They really sold themselves to me.
They have a nice
it was an
little
impulse
display.
Buy.
Oh, hard to believe, right? For those of you who don't know, Ryan's got a small addiction to tools. Anything he finds that's unique and new, he's got to have it. And we got a pretty good selection going out there over the years of specialty tools we needed to buy to work on bikes.
We pretty much have a full bike shop now.
Yeah, we need to
like
get
a legit bike shop, bro.
We had an actual reason to go down to A&B Tools, and we got a 14 millimeter Allen for my KLR, but you know how they leave like candy bars and Snickers and nuts out there at the checkout at the grocery store.
They see me walk in as why, and they put them out there.
They just slide these VAM pliers out there on the counter. And, you know, Ryan is distracted by things quite easily, so I'm taking care of the bill for the 14 millimeter hex. And then he's over there playing with this little display of VAM pliers, which a great
You ever heard of these, Big Daddy?
Great name.
I have never heard of
Well, you're going to learn about
As you
them
can
here.
imagine, they're pliers.
Yes.
They are amazing. I highly recommend them. And we're only going to put tools on here, obviously, that we like and use and trust. But they had a little display. And so one thing, so let me just explain what they are, since you don't know, Big Daddy. So VAM pliers remove stripped, rusted, corroded, damaged, jammed screws, bolts,
And more.
D's nuts, and more. Yep, you can extract screws with unique head, torques, one-ways, or security screws. They got wire cutter and cable wire twisties tool right built in. The most universal, they've got a couple different sizes. I got the most universal is the 6 1/4 inch version, recommended right here by the Law Abiding Biker crew. You can get them right over at lawabidingbiker.com/VAM pliers. That's VAM, like a vampire, VAM PLIERS, lawabidingbiker.com/VAM pliers. And yeah, that's right. If you click through and make a purchase, we do get a small commission. No additional cost to you. It does support us. And so one thing I can see, they're like pliers, but you will not believe whatever they did to them.
It's the shape and the gription.
They grip like a mother, dude. They had test screws that were into sheet metal, and they're all the heads are all fucked up, and you barely get a grip on them because the heads, like, think about your primary cover. Those ones, they're really small. They don't have a lot to bite on, but those things will literally back them out. So I was like, dude, if you know how the primary cover bolts always strip the torques, you wouldn't even have to use a tool, what is it? Tap out
and
or
die.
extractor tool.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to use an extractor tool if you strip one of those out. You literally could use these VAM pliers, and they weren't super. I mean, they're not cheap, but they were like 30.
Just under $40.
Just hit our link here, and we'll just bring it right
I've
up.
seen something like that on TV one
34.
time. That was the grip lock thing.
These don't even
Craftsman
lock.
ones where that supposedly you can use to take all that stuff out. But this sounds even more interesting.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with the shape of the pliers themselves. They're just meant to grip perfectly around a head of a button screw or whatnot.
They're $30.
Yeah, there you go.
Right around there, but they are freaking amazing. So we've got a pair, and they come with a little case that goes over just the tip of them. And yeah, they're amazing. And so lawabidingbiker.com/VAM pliers. I also, don't forget, guys, are building out our Amazon store. So if you head over, there's lots of stuff, personal stuff we use, tools, everything in between. We're building it constantly. lawabidingbiker.com/Amazon influencer. That's /Amazon influencer. And of course, I put these in there with a bunch of our recommended tools. And we're just getting started on the Amazon store. It's going to take a while. But keep checking back there. Again, if you click through any of those over on our Amazon store, yep, we do get a small commission. Helps keep the lights on here at the channel. Get hooked up with some VAM pliers. So here's the deal. This is not a joke. All right, so I need to paint a picture. Lurch never has any idea what I'm going to say on podcasts. He's just shaking his head at me right now. So Louie, the law-abiding biker studio dog, is right here next to me sleeping. Now, when Louie decides to take a duker, it's a production. It's a big production. We've got to go out on the grass, and he's got a good 3 minutes of sniffing around.
Walking in circles.
Seeing
where he's gone and hasn't gone.
Exactly. And then as he's walking, you see his back arch up. Oh yeah. You know what's about to happen. You know what's about to go down, but he's still walking. He arches up, dude. You got to see it. He just locks it. I mean, all of a sudden just stops at his back feet slide, dude, and he just arches it. It's not like he just gets settled in like some dogs, dude. He's like moving. Bam, snaps it in. He's got the nice arch going. He's getting the quiver. You can see his cheeks quivering. Louis is a Bichon, by the way. Small dog, white. And, dude, we get him groomed.
Oh,
but
no, does he get clingers?
Oh yeah, big clingers, like half a turd.
Oh my!
So
God.
he'll go one, and then you'll see his butt cheeks quivering. Are you getting this picture, Big Daddy?
Yeah, I got too much of it.
So, now he's got the arch, and his butt cheeks are quivering, and all of a sudden you see it just close up. He pinches it. If he just keep going, it would get the whole turd out, and then it would be heavy enough that it wouldn't cling. But he's got to pinch it off halfway through, and then immediately go back into lock it up. And he's walking while he's doing it. And the other thing he's doing is he does the stomp. He stomps his back feet. He's got
that's
arched.
Weird.
Yeah. Because he feels the Klingon now. And he stomps to try to get it off, dude. And the other day, it wouldn't come off.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Can't let him back in the house.
I had to, dude. I mean, it wouldn't come off. So what did I do?
Dude wipe.
Damn right I did, bro. I went to the bathroom. I got our dude wipes, dude, and I took the Klingon turd off his arse. And then I used a follow-up dude wipe to clean his fur around his anus. And I'm not kidding, Big Daddy. I did this. And dude, I used the mint.
What did he say?
I've never seen him, dude. He was so giddy with joy. He was hopping around, dude, and running and waving his butt. And my wife was in the living room. She's like, did you use mint air spray? And I go, no, that's just the dog. It's his ass. And so
did it smell like a breath of fresh air?
It did. It really did. It smelled like a breath of fresh air. It's like a dog mint. So another use for dude wipes, very universal. I didn't see anywhere on them that they're only for human asses. Did you read the fine print?
I have not.
Big Daddy? Do you think
I'm
it's
going to assume that
legit?
dual wipes could pretty much be used on anything that doesn't overload the wipe.
Right.
I think that's safe to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cow, probably not.
You need bigger ones, like towel size.
Yeah, we're going to have to
beach towel size.
Produce big, huge ones for that. But I think little dogs, I think you're good.
Yeah. There you go. lawabidingbiker.com/fresh-butt, B-U-T-T, lawabidingbiker.com/fresh-butt. No additional cost to you, but we do get a small commission if you click through and make a purchase. And we're selling the crap. Did you get it? Out of dude wipes.
I'm sure our customers are just thrilled with this.
They are, dude. Our audience is absolutely thrilled. Cause I can tell because they're purchasing the bejesus out of them using our affiliate link. And thank you, by the way, everybody who uses our affiliate links. You can't go wrong with the dude wipes. I'm telling you. Once you've used dude wipes,
you never go back.
Nope, you're done. You're going to be addicted for life. So what do we got here? We've got a patron-only private Facebook group post. Something about OEM battery tender plug for heated gear. I'm going to open this up, and I'll let Lurchy handle this. I got to log in, so hang on.
I got mine open.
Well, I want to see it too.
Okay.
So yours isn't on the screen, dude.
No, it's on my screen.
Well, it needs to be on all of ours because Big Daddy wants to see it too. All right, let me make that a little bit bigger so we can see it there, Big Daddy. All right.
So what Ryan's talking about is a comment in
Ryan who?
Ryan Erlacher.
Oh.
You, the host of the show.
Well, Ryan Agnew left it too, so I didn't know what you were going there.
For the audience that don't know about the private Facebook group, I was going to give them a little backstory there. So what Ryan Erlacher, the host of this podcast, was talking about was our Law Abiding Biker member-only Facebook group. It's for patrons only. And
mid-level and above.
Mid-level and above. Mm-hmm. And it's unlike those forums that are hard to kind of go through and sift through the information.
Forums suck, Lurch. I was bitching about them the other day, wasn't I?
Yes, you were. We're trying to find something, and it was just a pain in the ass because you got to scroll through everything. So this is searchable. It's just bikers in there helping bikers, no trolls. And this one is from Ryan Agnew, one of our patron members, and he says, I'm installing heated gear on my 2016 Road Glide Special. Can I reroute the battery tender cord that comes out of left side above exhaust? Any reasons to not do that? I think the cord is factory, and I think it goes right to the battery. Thanks for your thoughts. We got some different answers in there. One of them, Brian Bauer says, I have a battery tender coming out of the right side of the heated gear plug on the left. On my 2011 Road King, I have no issues. Tyler Barr, who we just saw this last weekend, says the stock battery tender on my 16 Street Glide doesn't go straight to the battery. It goes through the computer mess above the battery. And there's a lot of conversation back and forth. It just really depends. Like my battery tender on my 2015 Road Glide goes right to the battery. Some of them do go in through.
Mine goes to the battery.
Yeah. So
I put it there.
Well, now they're coming with them.
No,
Most of them come with them now.
I just put one straight to the battery.
Here's another one. Larry Johnson says, my 2019, a little bit newer bike, Road Glide Ultra, came with a harness and inline fuse for the battery tender. Yours should be the same. The harness is connected directly to the bike with an inline fuse holder as part of the harness. You might be able to use, oh my goodness, this is a long one. I almost wish I didn't start this one. This is like three paragraphs here. But anyways, a lot of information. And he's talking about where his goes. So what do you think? Direct to the battery or through the fuse panel? All good?
I say go. Yeah, good. I personally would rather go direct to the battery.
I think that's the best way to go. If you're going to be hooking heated gear to it, I make sure it's direct to the battery, and I would encourage an inline fuse as well.
Just an inline fuse. Yeah, I agree.
Thoughts, Rick?
Yeah, I actually had, at the time I bought my bike, the guy didn't know that there was already one there because they had just stuffed it behind the cover. Mm-hmm. So I told him, make sure you install one. So at one point, I actually had two. I had the one that was the factory that goes through their harness, and then I had another one that was direct to the battery. And so I was actually using that, and I have an adapter that I bought that fits my gear. So I have the pigtail part that I plug into that other one for so I didn't have to actually wire the heated gear harness directly to the battery. I just used the one that was already there. And I had an adapter that then plugs into the Harley heated gear, which is like a round one. And they actually make the adapters. So I don't see why either way. I've used them both ways, depending if I got the gear on the left side or if I want to run it on the left side or the right side. So I was pretty lucky. I mean, I had a mad one and it didn't cost me anything. And then I turned around, I was like, well, why would I put this harness for my heated gear on when I've already got this? I'll just buy the $4 adapter on Amazon. Works perfect.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah, I'd say regardless if it's hooked directly to the battery or through a fuse, eventually it's meant to get to the battery to charge the battery.
Yep.
I would just say that the best way to do it is to have it directly to the battery.
Yes, sir. All good information. There you go. Right there in the private patron member only Facebook. Like, I think we started that like a year after we started. So there's like 8 years of searchable content and topics in there. You're missing out if you're not a patron member. So here's the deal, Big Daddy. You're ready to go on a trip, but you're sitting there late at night. You're drinking whiskey, which we Big Daddy's the store operations manager, and we highly recommend that our customers have at least 2 to 3 whiskeys before you start shopping. And then while you're shopping, down another. We strongly encourage drinking and shopping. It's great.
It's called purchasing fluid.
Exactly. It takes away your inhibitions, and we appreciate that. So we don't mind if you purchase while intoxicated. But here's the deal. You're into that whiskey, and you're drinking. You're like, son of a bitch, the door's closed. You know your wife's out there. You're like, I'm not supposed to be buying motorcycle shit. And we just spent all of our money on gas because the prices are so high. And groceries, we can't even get meat because the economy's awesome right now. And you're like, dude, I need that because I'm going on a ride in a couple weeks. But you pull out your pockets, all you got is a lint, maybe a condom, use condom in your case. Nope. And don't even. So Big Daddy pulls out lint and pulls out the used condom. And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because we got shop pay installments. You can buy it. Big Daddy's like, I can buy it right freaking now. That's right. And I can pay in 4 equal payments, interest free. And I can get that before the trip. And my wife may not know it when she's balancing the books because it comes out in 4 small chunks. We're encouraging drinking and going against your wife's wishes. We're kidding. Wives, don't do that. Big Daddy found that out the hard way. We got an email. Big Daddy just looking at me.
I'm just so freaking confused. The last two podcasts, man, between butt wipes and Dookie sticking to dogs, you guys got me on a roller coaster of emotion right now.
Infotainment, buddy. Infotainment.
Yeah, definitely.
I got mail.
So, do you want to dig into this? What is this?
This is an email from Joe Remetta.
How did he email us?
Through contact, lawabidingbiker.com/contact. Go over there, and we got all kinds of different ways to contact us. He sent this one in written form via email. And this is a frustration that a lot of people are having right now. We were just talking about it at lunch. But here's what Joe says. Ryan, I bought the Boombox tutorial video, and I've gone through it. I've been having problems with the system since day one. I don't know if you could help me on this one. Here's what I've got. A 2022 Road Glide Special, Harley branded Senna or Cena, depending on how you pronounce it, 50S. Added the whim, paid the Harley tax twice, and had the unit flash from the dealership. Thought all would be well after a long learning curve. Instead, I entered Harley hell. I had the settings all set up at the dealership and rode away navigating home. Then came the next day when I was to lead a ride and could not get the connectivity to the Apple Play to view on the screen. I took the bike back to the dealership. They had it overnight, saying they talked to the techs for help. This told me they didn't know how to use it either. I insisted they write down the steps to follow in the correct sequence, which they did. The only thing they told me was don't use a non-Apple Firewire pigtail at the USB on the bike, port on the bike. So in simple terms, don't use a non-Apple cable to connect. Then I reluctantly paid them $82 for their time. They did nothing, gave them some advice, charged me $2. Again, it worked out of the dealer parking lot, but not 1 out of 5 times after that. This is what steps I take each time I'm ready to ride. Start the engine. Acknowledge the boombox is safe usage warning. Turn on my Senna. Wait to hear boom audio connected, phone connected. Then I plug in my phone into the USB port. This is still supposed to be the correct order of steps to take with my Senna 50S in order for all the components to operate together and the boombox GTS. He says wirelessly, but that's not quite correct. With hands-free operation. Instead, some of the time after starting the engine, I only get the phone connected audio response or only the boom box connected response and proceed with hooking up the phone only to find out I don't get CarPlay to work and no hands-free operation of the music. This is totally frustrating. I feel like I don't have any support from the dealership or anyone else in the HOG group that I know that has the same components. It seems that everyone uses a slightly different combination of headsets or boombox models. So you can't cross-reference with any of them as they use different set and startups than me. Thank you in advance if you have any information on the procedures. And if this sounds like to you that there's a problem with the whim or does it sound like to you there's a problem with the whim or perhaps something else? And I wish we had a great answer for him, but here's the truth.
Can I tell you this real quick?
Go ahead.
I just want to apologize to Joe Remetta because if I was reading the email, I, unlike Lurch, would not call you out for incorrectly doing wirelessly. I would have just fixed it for you and not said anything. So I apologize for Lurch doing that.
I guess technically he's correct because he's probably thinking wirelessly his headset to the unit.
He's backtracking.
But I'm thinking,
Daddy,
you got to have the phone plugged in.
He's backpedaling.
Whatever. Sorry, Joe.
I just correct people's emails so it makes them,
I think it made sense to him and just didn't to me. So it's probably my fault. I apologize,
Maybe.
Joe. I didn't understand.
Would you
what
like a red marker to put through it or?
Nope.
Sharpie?
Moving on.
All right.
So I wish we had some great information for him, but the truth is, and here's what our response was. We're having the same exact issues as you. We have a Boombox GTS WIM and HD branded 50S. We made sure to use an actual Apple cable as well. That didn't help, but it did help, but didn't completely solve the problem. Sometimes we get Apple CarPlay to work by unplugging and plugging back in the phone. Other times we have to shut the bike down and restarting. It's very frustrating, and we share your pain. We think it has something to do with the current Boombox software. Hopefully it'll be corrected in a future software update. It's just a glitch right now. We get a lot of it through the main email system, and I know that talking with Rick at lunch, they're getting emails in the store about it. It's just a current issue, and I'm hoping it's just a software glitch.
Yep. I believe it is. There's nothing you could do about it. It was happening here and there on our Midwest trip. I've been very lucky the last couple of weeks. It hasn't done it at all, but unplug, plug back in, like he says, restart. It's not the cable you're using, as long as you use an Apple cable and you're doing all that stuff right. It's a pain in the ass, and the louder you bitch and the more of you that bitch to Harley, hopefully they will fix it. We don't have a magic wand for it. So thanks for the email, lawabidingbiker.com/contact. You want to ride longer, Big Daddy?
Yes.
Are you tired of your sore and achy ass?
Absolutely.
Well, then quit sleeping around at night. I've tried to tell you. Stay at home. Don't be going out to the bars.
Make good choices.
You're going to get some disease you don't want. But you can fix your tired, sore, and achy ass with a high-quality butt buffer seat cushion. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. Big Daddy will box it up with as many peanuts overflowing from the box as he can. And you'll be in peanut heaven.
It'll be like opening popcorn at the carnival.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Once you've had Rick Rack, you'll never go back. The ultimate motorcycle luggage rack solution. Forget those messy straps and bungee cords. Go strapless with a Rick Rack quick attach luggage system and quality bag. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Get hooked up now. Suppose we should start this bad boy, huh? You never know what you're going to get up front of a Law Abiding Biker podcast. It's how we roll. Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the big MM. That's right, also known as the
99%.
That's right, large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history. By being here, by listening, you're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution.
There you go. We do have just one question before we get started. What are you waiting for, bikeaholics?
Mount up and let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
Ryan Urlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast, and your
high-tech redneck.
Got a great episode for you just as of 2 days ago. You'll get this podcast many months after this event took place, unless you are a mid-level or above patron member, because one of the benefits you get is this will be out in the next day. You'll get it, because we're going to upload it.
Or maybe the day after.
Depends when Lurch gets around.
Next day or two.
Actually, I'll put it in our organizer and put a due date on it tomorrow.
Okay.
And I will call you out on it if it's not done.
What are you going to do? Fire me?
Maybe. Well, we'll put it in your back of your patron accounts, and you'll be able to listen to it. That's one of the benefits there, guys. Mm-hmm. But it's a great episode. Big Daddy right here in the studio. That's right, with us, because he put on this Pacific Northwest event, and we'll dive in a little bit more. Big Daddy.
Stay smooth, baby girl. You gotta rock my world. You gotta stay smooth, baby girl. And after you rock my world, I'll buy you a chicken dinner.
Oh, that's very polite of you.
That is. He always ends it, if they put out, with a chicken dinner. Straight up, dude. There's nothing better than a chicken dinner and a cigar.
That way she can say winner, winner, chicken dinner.
One for Big Daddy. There you go. We are going to dig into it. It was a really great event, and we also had a lot of funny shit happen, and Debacles. You'll definitely, if the start of this episode is any inclination into this, well, it is going to get even better here. So stick around for that. Of course, there you go. The man, the myth, the legend. He's part of the story we're going to talk about today.
You rang.
Nice change up, bro. Just you rang. That's when Lurch is drinking and all his friends are coming over. After about 30 of them, he can't. You rang. That's it. Just get in here. All right. So thanks for being here, Big Daddy. We did a couple things. I'll just mention this up front. We did TAC 10 lights on Big Daddy's Ultra. And if you are not of course, there's a bunch of different places to follow us, but we are blowing up Instagram. And if you are not following us on Instagram, you are missing out, because we are doing a lot of different stuff and shorts and behind the scenes right over there at Instagram. You can follow us at Law Abiding Biker. Please share it with your friends, spread it around. We're really trying to build our Instagram this year, and we're getting a lot of traction out of it, and I think you'll enjoy it over there. It's one of the cleanest platforms, in my opinion, to view content. Of course, Twitter, Law Abiding Biker, Facebook, Law Abiding Biker, and that YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ryan Urlacher. Get over there, follow us, do all that. And we really appreciate it. And we'll have a lot of fun over there on the Instagram with you. So with that said, we did TAC 10 lights, and I posted a short over there, reel. And so basically, do you want to tell them about, since Big Daddy's from the store and he brought this project to our attention, and so we wanted to get up here and film it, and we'll be putting it out on the YouTube channel too.
Well, yeah, the Ciro TAC 10 lights by Vision X. Vision X is known as one of the leaders in off-road LED lighting technology, and
they're Ciro.
Vision X is
I know, but
company.
we're selling them for Ciro, right?
So Vision X makes these for Ciros, along with a couple of other products like the headlight and the passing lamps, and they came out with these new spot lamps, you can say, and they come in a couple different varieties. One is set up aimed towards street glides and street glide specials, because they come with a bracket, and they basically mount very similar to the passing lamps that you might buy from the MoCo. Obviously, in total, they're actually cheaper, because even though you think you're spending more because of the total cost, with the Harley ones, when you buy it, all you're buying is the basically the equipment to put on there, and then you have to buy the lamps separately. And when you figure it up, me and Matt one time figured it was almost like you're saving $100 by going with the system. Plus, they're a hell of a lot brighter. The Vision X is obviously, they're a high intensity LED, and with that, they're very, very bright, and they're intended to be on the street glide more as a passing lamp replacement, but brighter. And then they also make one for the road glide, and the road glide, typically you would mount it at the top of your crash bars. But one of the things that Ciro has been doing, and I've been researching with them for a while, is mounting it to an Ultra, and to do that, you put it on the side of the engine mount next to the lowers. And I'm excited to see how it works, because I need extra lighting. I'm getting older. I'd like the extra lighting at night. And the way these are set up, me and Matt kind of round-tabled it, and I think they're going to be a really good bright flood pattern. In addition, safety. I mean, you cannot miss me. If you don't see me coming down the road between the headlight, the passing lamps, the Ciro LED Fang turn signals, which have a white halo, and these TAC 10s, which have a white halo. And then, of course, we added the optional switch as well, Evil Custom Switch. So I can just run them as the halo, and if I ever need them, when it's the right time, I just hit the switch. Or you can decide not to go with the switch, and you can wire them into your low beams, and they'll be on all the time. But very rugged, very high-quality product, and so I'm excited about it, because my eyes are going to thank me, especially running through dark areas like where I live and stuff like that. I would think that anybody who lives in a rural area, or even if you live in an urban area and you do a lot of travel trips, they should consider these. And don't be like the guy that emailed me a few weeks ago and said, oh, the Harley system's like $200 cheaper. And I'm like, yeah, now price out the LED lamps and the wiring harness. And like 2 days later, I saw an order for a set from him. So
yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yep, right in the Law Abiding Biker store. And may I remind you that we already did this. I've been running the TAC 10s for a long time on my Street Glide Special. Of course, they're not the crash bar mount ones. They're actually mount up behind the signals. And they also have a really cool additional thing to them that doesn't get talked about a lot. It actually has a hook or a cutout, and it's for a strap. So you can, we actually used them the other day when we're working on my bike. That makes it really nice to strap your bike down. Two purposes, but I've really enjoyed them. I just run mine on all the time, day and night, just like I always run my high beam. You know, at night I dim it if cars are coming, but during the day I run high beam. I just like the extra functionality up there. But we have a very, very detailed install video. Big Daddy alluded to it there. There's a couple different ways to wire them depending on how you want them to operate. Well, we go over that, of course, in true law-abiding biker fashion in our very, very detailed tutorial video over on our YouTube channel. channel. If you want to find it, just best way is just to head over to our YouTube channel, use the search bar, or our website and use the search bar and just type in CeroTac10 and you'll come up with, either way, you'll come up with the installation video and links to purchase right from our store so you know what we're talking about. But we will be putting out a little bit of additional information. Also, I'll mention that all our videos, like this one, if it's something we sell in the store, we actually embed them right on the store listing. So the video, if you buy it from our store, you just go to the bottom of the listing and bam, you can go right to the video from there and save yourself a bunch of money not having to have a dealership do this. And I'm loving mine. I put a lot of miles on the Midwest trip. Did I have them for the San Francisco? I can't remember if it was before or after that. Okay. But at least to Midwest and back, I probably got 6,000 miles on them or something. Yeah, I really like them. And they look good. Nice addition to the Ultra out there. And you probably did mention that you could even mount the ones for the Ultra and the Road Glide on a Street Glide because it's just a bar mount. Okay.
No, I didn't mention that, but that's a good point to bring up because I had one customer who has a Street Glide and he didn't want to mount them like the passing lamps. He wanted to mount them on the engine guards, and he asked if he could use the Road Glide one, and you can.
Absolutely.
You would just mount them. If I was going to do it, I would mount it at the top and have them hang down. But you can definitely do that. I mean, what do you think, Lurch? I mean, you've installed 2 sets now. You've seen his in operation, then you've seen mine. How mine's a little bit different than yours. Instead of acting as a passing lamp, it's more like it's lower. It's still the same light, still just as bright, but I think mine's probably going to be a little bit more of it's going to have good extension, of course, but I think it's also because it's lower, it's going to have that, 180 degree flood from time to time. What are you thinking?
Don't make me have a TAC 10 off with you, dude. Don't. We'll go head to head.
We're going to
like
do
chicken.
It. Yeah. Yeah. And you're going to be pecking my wiener by the time it's done.
On his Ultra, they're down towards the bottom of his engine guards. And so they're going to be closer to the road and a little bit wider. So you might get a wider beam of light. But those Road Glide version, if you will, can be used on a Street Glide, a Road Glide, an Ultra. The Batwing fairing version that you were talking about that's on your bike is just for the Street Glide without the passing lamps. But no matter what, they're definitely going to add a lot of light. And I was right in front of you today and looking back, and they looked really cool down where they're at. They add some dimension to your bike.
Yeah. Nice. And if you guys want to see a night tech comparison on that video, if you go over to TAC 10, search for that TAC 10. In that install video at the end is actually, and I did just a separate video. If you go over to the store listing is the best place because both videos are right there. Go to the lawabidingbiker.com/store, search for TAC 10s, find that product listing, and then bam, right there are 2 videos, and there's a nighttime comparison between with them on and with them off. Give you an idea. The video doesn't do it complete justice because it's video and that's just the way video picks up. But you can definitely tell you get a lot more light. And in person, it's way better than the video. That's just the way sensors work on cameras. It's hard to capture exactly what your eyes are going to see. Now, new free video. Do you want to announce this, Lurch?
Yes, our new free video out is how to install Olean's front suspension on a Harley-Davidson with a Batwing or shark nose fairing video. We've got that Olean's for sale in the store. We did a complete install video on it, so
very detailed.
We recorded every step without skipping any steps.
Bam.
So if you decide to buy from us, you can use that video and install it with confidence. What an impressive suspension system. We also did progressive on my bike, which we'll probably get into more detail later. I think we're going to do a podcast on it. I like my progressive. It's a huge, huge improvement over stock. But man, that Olean's, you've got it, Rick.
Yes.
It is like riding on a cloud.
It's like a magic carpet ride.
Yeah, you don't.
Bam.
Perfect story to add on to this. I had the Nix front put on, and then the black line rears, and made a huge difference of just me riding. But I'm going to tell you, on Saturday, when I was going 2 up, I'm not saying that somebody else may not have to adjust. And of course, we didn't have any luggage, but I didn't adjust my rear shocks. And I didn't redo the preload or anything on the front. And riding 2 up, it rode like what you would assume the most expensive, luxurious Cadillac was. It rides good with just me. But then I went 2 up and I was like, oh, now it's even softer because they're just so well made. And I didn't have to adjust it from 30 up to 33 or 34 millimeters as far as preload compression, but I just absolutely like them. I mean, I've had Progressives my whole life. That's usually what I always put.
Yeah, how do they ride?
Do they ride like a magic carpet?
Well,
Can
I'd
it be
say they
compared to
ride.
that?
I think they ride like a magic carpet.
Oh, wow. I do agree.
Yeah, that's one thing with that aftermarket suspension is it rides good when you're on it, but it really handles the extra weight and that extra rider like the stock suspension does not.
No, the stock suspension just rides worse with the extra rider, and I think the way they make these, it does cause that. Now, if I was on my way to Sturgis or some big trip and I'm running my Rick Rack on the trunk and I've got both saddlebags full of stuff, then I think I'll tighten it down a little bit. But I also have mine a little stiffer than what the actual calculation form.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Well, it happens every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. An old dog sometimes gets a treat.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
But yeah, I mean, they give you the idea of what they think that you should set it at. And then I put 2 millimeters more on it, and it made it convenient to where I didn't have to change it. It rode fantastic.
Yeah. 2 millimeters is a lot. Keep telling yourself that. Olean's available.
Available.
He's just like, why do I come up here for a podcast?
Available at lawabidingbiker.com/dudeandsextalk.com.
Yeah, we do have Olean's in the Law Abiding Biker store. The best way to do it is to see the video is head over to the product listing in our store. Olean's suspension, it'll be front suspension, and the video is right there. So if you purchase from us, we may, like I say, if you want to support us, you purchase from us. We're the same price as everybody else, yet you get a complete free install video, and you help us out because we're just trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. Rear install video in edit coming up on the YouTube channel, Rear Olean's. We also did, of course, Lurch mentioned he did progressive front and rear. We're selling progressive in the Law Abiding Biker store too. Those videos will be going in edit soon, and make sure you subscribe over there on the YouTube channel so you're notified when we come out and pop those new free videos. Always coming out, and you can search for it on our website, but the best place probably is the store. Now, we appreciate our sponsors, love our sponsors. These folks are also direct result and considered sponsors of Law Abiding Biker Media. We want to thank some of our newest patron members.
We'd like to thank Andrew Gilbert of Redding, California, Riley Birding of West Unity, Ohio. He's top tier, and Scott Pants, also top tier.
lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patron. That's right. Pledge a certain amount per piece of content we put out. No risk to you because you could put a monthly cap. That's right. We understand the monthly budget. There are many benefits for signing up, such as t-shirts and stickers. You get access to that private Facebook group, which is a troll-free zone. That's right. Nothing but bikers helping bikers in their amazing community.
You won't find any trolls in there.
You won't.
You're going to have to go underneath a special bridge to find those.
That's right.
We don't have them.
Access to premium. Sorry, you threw me off there. Access to podcasts early, like this one. You get it months before everybody else. Access to those live video broadcasts and chat. That's right. Access to our premium videos upon request. You get store coupon discounts. You get a code, and also access to those ride, meetup, and events. We're always adding benefits. That's right. We appreciate you considering becoming a patron member. Blowing it up here in 2022. There you go, guys.
You said blowing it up, and it brought me back to an incident that occurred.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I know we
it's
will.
In the show notes.
I know, but you had to take me back to that wonderful memory.
Just like that with carrots.
Actually,
Nope.
pretty close.
Yeah, I believe it was pretty close. All right, so Big Daddy, take it off. Why you?
Hey, listen, everybody poops.
Why you did this, and what's motivated you to do this, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, first of all, over the last couple of years, we've seen this huge growth in the Patreon members taking on their own rides in local areas, and started out with an East Coast ride the first year, and then Brad Johnson had the Pacific Northwest ride down in Bend, Oregon. And then the next year they added Wisconsin, which I kind of consider Midwest, but we call it the Wisconsin ride. And then they had a Texas group that had one this year. So this year we hadn't had anything on the West Coast, and Brad and I, who converse regularly, consider him a good friend, and he was talking about putting one on. And life is the way it is, and he's a teacher, and so obviously he needs to take his vacation and family time and stuff like that during the summer. It just didn't work out. So about 4 weeks ago, I decided, what the heck, let's try to put one on. And so we hosted one down in Tri-Cities, Washington, which is in the southeast portion of Washington State along the Columbia River. And we offer some pretty good riding areas, plus we're kind of the capital area between the Lower Valley on up to Walla Walla is like the capital of the wine and vineyard specialties, growing, everything from growing, vineyarding, and et cetera. So it's not only I was telling some guys, it's not only a place where you can come and do this, but you can bring your wife back, and there's like tons to do as far as golf, rides. You can visit wineries. There's tons of companies that will take you out there. So I thought it'd be good to get people in. And so I just took it on upon myself to do it, and I think it turned out all right.
Saturday, August 20th. I know that's going to be a ways out by the time this comes out in public podcast format, but it was 2 days ago on a Saturday. Completely organized by Big Daddy Kane, and it was a great event. So let's break down the event just a little bit. What I want you to talk about is here's the deal. It was in the private Facebook group. And like some of the other rides, it was put out. This wasn't like a sanctioned law-abiding biker event where we put out like 8 months in advance and people sign up. It was simply, that's why you got to be in that private Facebook group.
Yep.
He threw out a calendar date, whoever could make it. So we knew it wasn't going to be a hugely large event because it's very short notice, right? But those that could make it, made it. And I know that all the patron members that did make it, you met them down there at the law-abiding biker store. You invited them there. Can you tell us about that experience down there?
Yeah, well, I decided to create an experience. That was my goal with this, because to just say, come in on Saturday and meet us here and we're going to go for a ride, you got people that are traveling thousands of miles in one case, and hundreds in almost all the other ones. And we had a great turnout. There was 26 people. Which with 4 weeks notice, that's not too bad. And there's probably another 10 that said they would have made it if they didn't have other things going on that were close enough where they really could have. So the first thing I thought is, let's create a complete event for them. So I started with the date of the ride first, and then I started backtracking, thinking, what would I want? If I was a patron member and not an employee of LAB, what would I want? So we started on Friday night with an informal get-together. And then Saturday we had the ride. And before that, I decided to open up the store for an hour beforehand where these guys could come in and see the store. I didn't expect to do a whole bunch of selling, but we ended up selling a whole bunch of shirts at a special discount. We sold shirts, hats. I gave away free items to individuals. And they were just tickled pink, especially our Canadian customer who could get it without having to
pay duties.
Well, not necessarily duties, but the shipping.
Oh, the shipping, right? Yeah.
So we started that at 8:00. So like I said, I wanted to make it an event, and then I knew that I was going to need some help with the ride stuff. So I enlisted Goat to help with that. And then afterwards, I threw a barbecue at my place. And so, yeah, we started that with letting them come in and see the store. And you'd be amazed. Some people may say, well, what's the big deal? A lot of our patrons want to see the store. They just they want to see, oh, this is where you do this, because they're buying stuff from us. And they seem to be really excited about it. And it turned out pretty well.
Interesting. Sorry, I wasn't saying interesting to you, Big Daddy. I was reading something else. Yeah,
they weren't underwhelmed by our humble little store.
No, I mean,
you guys got it set up pretty well.
Yeah, it's a decent sized area for, if we were just doing straight retail like another store, we could make it work. But based on the volume that we do of shipping and stuff like that, I have it kind of set up as a shipping and receiving warehouse too. But they really enjoyed themselves. I mean, they were coming, oh, tell me about this. And so Goat was not only trying to handle a few orders because we got there early, but also he was talking to him about the products and stuff, and people like that face-to-face explanations.
It's probably fun to walk through and look at all the different stuff we have lined out there.
Yeah,
I enjoy it when we go down there. When you and I go down there, it's like, well, what's new?
Yeah.
What have we got? Got to touch it, feel it, smell it, look at it.
I forgot my hat, my law-abiding biker hat, so the store hooked me up with a hat.
The guy that owns the store got hooked up by the store.
I was very appreciative.
Like, Ryan wants a hat, and I said, well, go get one.
It's your hat.
You bought it.
Take as many as you want.
I was thinking on the way down, I was like, God, I forgot my hat.
took a
That's
shirt.
right. We have a bunch of hats where we're going.
I had to throw a shirt away the other day, and so we're down there. I grabbed a new shirt.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That was cool. Yeah, they like, it's
And
nice to...
they like the new red line. They bought a lot of those new red line, blue line shirts.
Good.
Oh, sweet.
That I had specialty made, and
You still got a few of those?
yeah.
Okay.
They're athletic fit though, so size up. Pro tip.
Yeah, they are a thin or a trim fit or slim fit.
Head over to the store. The shirts are over there. Yeah, those are cool. Those are really cool. So yeah, they got to see a little bit behind the scenes. So that's kind of nice. And well, we say we love the online community. That's where we start, but we like to branch out here at Law-Abiding Biker Media, and we want to meet all of you in person. And so these events are a great way to do this. All I had to do for this event, which was nice, is just show up because I was not involved at all in the planning, which was really nice. And I got to just show up, and show up we did. We took off with Oscar.
You almost didn't show up.
Why?
Because the day before I said, I see you tomorrow morning. You're like, huh?
Yeah, I know, dude. You have to remind me.
Your phone would have reminded you.
Yeah,
You're
I
like,
hope.
what are we doing?
I even forget stuff then. So yeah, me, Oscar from Yakima area, and Lurch, we all met up at the coffee shop. Oh, and
The old lady.
Lurch's wife, Angie, who's a lot better looking.
Well, she is definitely the most attractive in our relationship. I'm definitely over-chicked.
She's kinder too.
She's a sweetheart.
She smells better.
Well, that's
Not
good
gonna lie
to know.
to you. Whenever I
I
hug
do
her,
shower.
I just get a sniff.
Okay,
Easy, Joe Biden.
Yeah. Okay, Brandon. All right, Brandon.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong? That's what you do. All right. It's a little weird. But goat help down there with, we'll talk a little bit about that, getting the ride going and all that. So we showed up, and they had already, all the patron members had looked in the store, and everybody was chilling out waiting for us. And good little crowd, a lot of sworn few. We're going to go kind of who was there here in a moment. But we had a situation arise, which we'll get to. God, that's horrible. Right after Big Daddy takes care of this.
Hey, Bikeaholics, are you searching for new and exciting motorcycle products? Zero 3D has the products you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley-Davidson and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. Zero 3D's got your back with chrome and black parts, lighting, and other comfort products. No modifying, no cutting, grinding, or welding for a very easy installation. That equals less time installing and more time riding. Zero 3D has a design team of riders with over 40 years of experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play systems. They pride themselves on great customer service. If you've got questions, get in touch with them via email at sales@zero3d.com or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Check at your local Harley dealership or Honda dealership and ask for Zero Gold Strike parts. A new leader has emerged, so check out Zero 3D's custom line of Gold Strike products for all new Honda Goldwings. Better yet, help support us and head over to lawabidingbikers.com/store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products.
That's right. Help us out. Help Big Daddy out because he's been going through chew pouches like crazy. He's broke and he needs some extra chew.
Broke as a joke.
So, yeah, we had a little situation. Now, this isn't an uncommon situation.
It's gotten more uncommon because I've gotten better at what I choose to put into my body. But every once in a while, I make a mistake.
So I got to take a leak. Bad. Because we just rode and I guzzled a venti chocolate cream cold brew. Nectar of the gods.
He's definitely addicted to that one.
Oh,
at the
God, I
moment.
shake if I don't get it. Big Daddy, I shake in the morning if I don't get it.
Well, I guess it's better than using meth.
True, or chewing. So
There's nothing wrong with chewing it.
no, nobody said there's anything wrong
These
with it.
nicotine pouches do not cause cancer. It does not say it on the
Right,
box.
you're right. It just says, what does it say?
It
Hazardous
says
to your health.
it could be highly addictive.
Highly addictive. Yeah, and you just
And
say,
then
no
I
shit,
just-
that's why I buy them.
And then I do.
That's like, what are you telling me that for? That's why I buy them, you dumbass.
But it's perfect because then I can do a Copenhagen, and then I can do these, and then I can do a Copenhagen, and then I can do these. It's actually helping extend my life.
Well, good. I mean, that's really what it's all about. All right.
I do miss Copenhagen. It's been years. Still love the smell.
So I got to take a bad piss, and I walk in down the hall of the law-abiding biker store. Hang on.
Did you even make it in? Oh, yeah, you did.
No.
I heard you.
No, I didn't.
out there.
I waited out there. I didn't know it was you in there.
Oh,
And I got to piss.
yeah.
All right. And I'm leaning
I
up.
felt the door.
No, that wasn't me.
You
That
didn't
was
try to
somebody
cover the
else.
door?
Nope.
Okay.
I knew somebody was in there.
Okay.
So I'm leaning up against the wall thinking, who the fuck is in there? I need to piss. And I asked Brian, he came out of the store, and I said, where the fuck is Lurch? And he goes, he's the one in the bathroom. Okay. I hear so Brian leaves, I'm all alone, but the door to the bathroom is next to me. And I start hearing, I knew what happened before he even came out of the bathroom because I heard flushing. And then I heard almost like frantic commotion. Almost, hey, come on in. Come on in. The wife is coming in the middle of a podcast, and we like it. Do you want to talk on the mic? Do you want to say hi? Just come say hi to everybody. Just come say hi, law-abiding biker audience.
Don't be so shy.
No, she's going to get over here. Get over here. So hang on. I just want to describe, because this is audio only. She's wearing she's
looking very sexy today.
She is looking sexy. She's wearing a nice flowery summer gown.
I would call it a summer dress.
They call it a summer dress.
Is it not a gown?
It's not a gown.
It's not a gown.
That's
It's a
what
dress.
old ladies wear in
Well, I don't
the
know.
evening wear.
I don't usually see her in anything. So, so she's wearing a flowery dress. It's got the little spaghetti strip. Is that right? Spaghetti straps over the shoulder. She's got her Joe Biden aviators on because she looks up to Joe Biden. And those are the aviators right there. So,
Like you said, everybody makes mistakes.
just come on over here. No, I don't deserve her. Just say hi to the law-abiding biker audience. Would you please do that for me? Please.
She's thinking about it.
I'll thank you for it later.
Oh, that's a punishment these days.
Just say hi. Hi, law-abiding bikers.
Hi, law-abiding bikers.
Nice. Thank you. Do you need anything as an emergency or a box?
My dad's coming over to pick up Red Rooster.
Ooh, I don't think we have. Oh, there might be one out behind the trailer. There's one I think Lurch put there. Do we have any other boxes?
There are boxes out there, and there's one right here. But do you need my special skills and abilities to pick that up?
The rooster. No, we can. Your dad can handle it. If he can't get us, and we'll stop and. Yeah, we gotta wrestle down a rooster.
Okay.
So let me tell you about the rooster since we're there. We're getting way off track. But just come get us.
Just come get us. We'll help you out. We can take a pause if we need to.
Okay. Yeah. Come,
Okay.
Thanks for saying hi to the audience. You do look great in that dress. She'll look better when I take it off. All right. She doesn't listen to the podcast. Don't worry. Look at
He
Rick.
talks a very thick game, which leads me to believe that there's part of this is bullshit.
Oh man, dude. I'm like a stallion.
Those that do, and those that don't talk about it.
They call me the Italian stallion.
Even though you're not
You're
Italian.
German. You're mostly
We need to
German,
think of
aren't
something
you?
German. The German
Urlacher?
The German something. I'll figure it out. So, anyways, so the rooster that we're trying to wrestle, my wife has chickens and a coop and a fenced area. We have ducks with the chickens, full-size ducks. The red rooster, which was an accident, because you can't really tell sometimes when you get baby chicks whether they're going to be roosters.
You can't really move their feathers out of the way and look for nuts.
No, you can't. It's kind of like trying to find Big Daddy's nuts. You can't see them, that they're there. So the rooster is riding like a cowboy. He saddles up on the ducks, bro, and the ducks run. And they run around the coop, dude, and he's riding it like a bronc rider, dude. And he's pecking at the necks of the ducks while he's doing it. And the wife doesn't appreciate that. I think it's kind of funny. I don't believe in violence to animals, but the fact that he's riding like a cowboy, I want to get him a duck saddle, is what I told her. Like a little
duck saddle for a chicken.
Yeah, a chicken. Well, I guess it would be a chicken saddle for a duck. So it's like a horse saddle. It'd be a duck saddle. It would be a duck saddle.
A duck saddle for a chicken.
And I want him to have a cowboy hat and spurs, little cockfighting spur thing, so he can just dig him into the ducks.
He's already got spurs. He literally has them. He's a rooster. He's got his own spurs.
Anyways, I'm standing in the hall. I got to take a piss. And this is ridiculous, this episode. I'm only, honestly, I'm only drinking water. It's the mid-afternoon, by the way.
Yeah.
So I hear the commotion in the bathroom, and I already know what's happened. I hear frantic commotion and flushing, toilet paper being ripped off, things clanking. And then I hear the sound of plunger. You know, yeah, I don't even have a sound on the board for a plunger. But he's plunging. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. He comes out, and I'm like, I hope that's fixed because I got to take a leak. And Lurch just shakes his head. And
Out of order, bro.
Bathroom is out of
Out of
order.
order, bro.
Straight up, dude. Completely cock blocked everybody else that had to use the restroom.
Actually, ass blocked.
Shit blocked, whatever you want to call it, dude. And so several of us could not use the restroom, all right? And I had to drive. I did hear that in there at some point. And we had to drive to a convenience store, ride to a convenience store to use the frickin' restroom. As we speak today, which is 2 days after the event. Of course, I'm sorry to all you patron members that you had to witness and experience all this. We need to make a phone call. The reason we need to make a phone call is because as we speak 2 days later, there has been multiple things tried. Actually, before we make this call, Big Daddy, did you, I think you spent some time trying to fix the law-abiding biker store facilities.
Which I can't apologize to
you
him
tell me
enough. I bought him lunch today as a token.
You did.
But I don't think he can unsee what he saw because I saw it.
Can we play the dream sequence, please?
Okay, I'm playing it.
That's helping me remember.
Does that help you remember?
Yes. So here's
Not good.
my view of what happened.
Okay.
I had no clue what was going on. I go and shut down the computer in the store. I walk out through the front door and I look at Brian and I go, this place smells like shit. Who the fuck was in there? And he goes,
The whole store, dude.
He goes, it was Matt. And I said, okay. And he goes, he plugged the toilet. I go, well, did he fix it? He goes, he tried.
He did try. I heard him
Several
try.
times.
And I
heard
said,
him try.
okay. I
Several
said,
times.
did you take a look at it? He goes, yeah, I even went in there and tried to plunger it, but I couldn't get it to do anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I walk outside and Matt's over having a great time conversing.
Sure he was.
I warned everybody. It's out of order.
And I'm
Bathroom's
like,
out of order.
what the hell's going on? And then this is how I got the full notice is I hear Ryan Ehrlich riding away saying, Matt fucked up the toilet. I'm going to the convenience store. So I'm like, I got to go take a look at this.
I'm sorry, bro.
Are you sure you wanted to look?
I didn't want to look, but I
It's like
had
a bad
to.
train wreck. You got to look.
And it was like somebody poured 10 pots of coffee. It was filled all the way to the top with carrots floating around the top.
I had carrots for dinner.
Oh, dude. How do you not digest those?
They were raw carrots, apparently.
I've never shit carrots. I've shit corn.
Well, carrots can do the same
Well,
thing.
apparently.
So
are you
I
sure you
didn't
didn't
try-
vomit?
No, I'm sure. I think the meat that I had the night before had MSG in it.
This is wrong.
Monosodium glutamate. Can't have it. It destroys me.
So I then try to plunger it and it's not working. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going on this ride. So that ends my aspect of it until the following day.
The following days. Tell us what you did the following day because this fixing continued.
Yeah, I went back.
This fucker's plugged. Like legit plugged.
It wasn't me. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever.
There was some abuse of the system. That's all I'm saying.
This bathroom is rarely used by me and Brian. You just don't need to just go to the bathroom when you're sitting there for 30
flushed.
minutes or 40. He says all he had was liquid.
It's true.
And if that's the case, he couldn't have plugged it. So later on at the barbecue, I called out and said, whoever did this, I need you to come forward. You've already gotten your gifts and your patch for the ride and stuff, which was a very cool patch, I might add.
I think whoever it was has no idea because it jammed up somewhere down the
Lurch,
line.
don't pretend like it was
I'm gonna give Lurch.
How would you know?
I'm gonna give
Of course
him-
it's liquid. It's in water now.
I've plugged a toilet before.
Dude.
And then you can unplug
Dude,
them.
I saw it.
He uses
I
too much
plunged it.
toilet paper.
I fixed it. It was not
Courtesy
solid
flush.
turd.
Courtesy flush.
It was not solid turd.
I don't buy it.
Well, then you should.
Dude, I work with him every day, and he craps on the law-abiding biker toilet.
Next time this happens, I'm taking pictures of it. And
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna make
please
sure
don't.
everybody gets them. So I thought I fixed it yesterday. So
Yeah.
yesterday, not only did I go in there and all the water was gone, I flushed it several times and it worked. I cleaned the entire thing using up a whole bottle of blue toilet cleaner, used 15 Clorox wipes.
Did you get a strainer and strain the carrots out?
No. They were already gone because they had all flushed. So all I had was the hard plastered shit that was left over on the side of the bowls.
He's done that here. That's why I know.
You liar. I've
Dude,
never plugged this one.
No, you've splattered all over the underside of the lid, dude. I had to clean it.
Like you
It
don't.
was disgusting.
You're so
no,
full of shit.
you shit 3 times a day.
I do not.
I rarely go in here.
I do not, and I look every time.
Whatever, dude.
I've never splattered yours.
Dude, he blew it up.
You
Well,
liar.
I'm just telling you.
Now you're telling stories.
No, I am not.
It was working just fine when I left yesterday. And of course, Cindy's looking at me. She goes, I ain't cleaning that fucking toilet. Those are your brothers. And I was like, all right. So I got gloves on and then I put my N95 mask on and then I slicked my hair back and I just went in there and did what I had to do. And everything was working fine until Goat messaged me about an hour ago and said that his
Well,
mother.
let's just see what he said.
Yeah.
We're going to make a cold call to Goat. Calling Goat. He's just going to answer and just hang up. Oh, hang on. I got to turn this up. Hey, Goat, you're on the podcast here, recorded podcast. Can you explain? First thing I want to ask you is we are talking about
the incident.
Lurch, and we all know it. We all know it was Lurch, and he's trying to deny it, but we all know it was Lurch. But I do want to hear from you since you were a direct witness, because I am investigating this case because it might, if it was him, it's going on his quarterly evaluation, and I'm taking out of his paycheck for a new toilet. Okay?
I'll wipe my ass at that evaluation.
And then plug this
There's
toilet.
definitely some follow-up damage that is being rectified.
So when you went in for the first time, can you describe what you saw?
It looked like somebody had pudding all over in the toilet for one. So
That's horrid.
That just confirms what I'm telling you.
Were there-
Shouldn't have plugged nothing.
Hang on. This is a serious investigation. I'm trying to ask questions.
but
Were there let me ask you this. Was there any vegetables in
I've heard that there were chunks of carrots floating around in the pudding.
Circumstantial did not directly address the question.
Well, yeah, and the reason I'm not directly addressing it is because I made it to stick the out of order sign on the door and about spackled the whole wall because the smell was so rancid. So
That's confirmed.
No.
It stunk up the entire fucking building.
So even if he wants
bled under the doors.
Even if he wants to deny plugging it, the smell alone
I
is
admit.
evidence
I
that
admit.
he plugged it.
Well, no.
You can't. It's circumstantial,
No,
but it's
no.
good evidence.
I object.
Now, so I know that you're busy still trying to fix the toilet. Can you tell us to what means you went to try to fix our law-abiding biker toilet so we don't get evicted from our landlords?
Well, we went through 3 plungers today and still weren't able to completely get it to disappear. I think the clog is so far down now from all the plunging that it'll slowly drain through. But if you flush the toilet a couple of times, it fills back up the pipe and then into the toilet.
Dude, this thing was like a brick.
Which just confirms that somebody clogged that bad boy ahead of me.
You're the only one that was in
Well,
there saying that you had
there were several
diarrhea.
people that had peed and used it, in other normal fashions other than.
So they say.
And
Did you buy 3 plungers?
Yeah.
I bought 2 today
Oh my God, dude.
because the first one didn't work. I tried to get the best ones I could find at Ace Hardware in the plumbing section.
Are you backing up a
And-
semi?
I'm at Costco now.
Oh, okay.
It's their carts moving inventory around. So
That's what you get and do cold calls. You never know what you're going to
Yep.
get.
Wait, Lurch is just trying to throw off the conversation. Get back on track.
we definitely had to send a email in to the building owners to let them know that, it's not repairable by plunger so far. So they're going to have to come in and snake the deal. Plus,
This is horrible.
I think we plunged it so hard that it's starting to leak around the wax ring in the bottom of the toilet.
Oh my God.
Because the tile floor was a bit wet back there today. So
Yeah, and I completely cleaned that toilet and floor, and so I'm disappointed. And this was my email to the landlord.
Oh, geez.
We do not use the toilet much, but today Brian's mother went number one, and it appeared to be slow draining.
Oh my God.
He said she used minimal toilet paper. We went and bought an expensive plunger to see if that would solve the issue, but it didn't. It flushes, and then fluid will come back up. So we're not sure if there's a potential of whether it's clogged elsewhere. And me and Brian have for years suspected that the maintenance guy goes in there and uses that restroom because their office is on the very last office of the right. And it's been clogged before, and she's like, you should have told me. And I'm like, I have no clue. I haven't been to the store in 4 days. And so it could have been, but with all the peeing before, I don't think so.
Victim of circumstance. I am a victim of circumstance.
No, no.
She did reach out to me just so Brian is consoled.
Our landlord?
And says, I've reached out to Dan to go take a look at the bathroom toilet in there as well as the valve, hoping he can look at it tonight. Thank you for letting me know.
I think it would have been better if you had to look at it with a carrot still in there.
If she ever listens to this podcast, she's going to know that Lurch is the accused.
Yep.
And
I am the accused, but I am not pleading guilty.
Hey,
Yeah.
Goat, can you do me a favor and keep track of all the expenses, including man hours used to try to declog the toilet? And I'm going to take it out of his paycheck.
well, there may be a L&I claim too, because I think I need to go to the massage place to take out the kinks in my shoulders from plunging so hard today. So.
Definitely. Go ahead and bill that too.
Yeah, I would say that the 5 that I did that day, and then the next day, I thought I was pretty fortunate and it was working great. I thought it was fixed. I just figured it had moseyed on down.
So
went to poop heaven.
Let me ask you this, Goat, and then we'll let you go. I appreciate you taking the call. If you were a juror, also being I'll just say this, you're not only a juror, you're a direct witness to the incident. Do you think that there's enough circumstantial evidence to convict Lurch in the law-abiding biker court?
I think there is very strong circumstantial evidence, and even if that is not enough to convict, the smell alone should garner him a strong sentence.
That's what I said.
I will plead.
Well done.
I will plead to the last count of the charges. But
did
not
he
the first.
have malicious intent with the smell? Or is it a byproduct of the falsely accused Dumbo-Rama?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he has malicious intent with the smell, because that's how his whole debacle started, was with the courtesy flush.
I tried.
He's the only one nobody witnessed the courtesy flush. So we're basically going off the criminal's statement here, and he has every right to lie because he's trying to get out of a conviction.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, thanks, Goat. We appreciate it, and good luck. Plunge away. All right. Later, bro.
Have a great time, guys.
All right, bud.
Bye.
I will mention this just to wrap this case up. The maintenance guy was not there that day. So that's not a factor in that day's plugging. With that said,
the day before?
Doesn't matter. Didn't happen the day before. And it was working that morning because a ton of people went, and it was working just fine.
I think it was somebody who went before him, and
Definitely
then he
not.
just added to it. The
Definitely
pudding got
not.
stuck in the paper and
geez.
made it into like a concrete type, wet concrete.
Here's what I'll ask. The audience.
You have to keep playing this soundbite.
It's been an hour, and we're still not really into the main topic yet. So
That's how we roll here. I'll ask is it really 5:30?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. We'll ask the audience. Go ahead. You've heard the evidence. You've heard the court hearings. You've heard some objections that we ignored. We don't really follow court procedures here. You don't get to object. But anyways, we want to know.
I object.
Do you think, just do this, do you think Lurch is guilty or innocent on the charge of plugging the law-abiding biker store toilet? And I want you to go to the episode, lawabidingbiker.com/whatever episode number this is. Or if you're getting it early and you're a patron member, just comment in your patron account. Just say Lurch is guilty or Lurch is innocent.
I get to plead.
And you guys are going to decide.
And I plead not guilty to plugging, but I do plead guilty to the smell.
You can't plead guilty now. It's in the jury's hands. Don't you know how this works?
Yeah.
You passed your time to plea.
I get to plea.
If you would have plea and just admitted it like a man,
you start that.
I wouldn't even took you to court. But because you want to,
you did not follow jurisdictional prudence and give me the opportunity to do so.
Actually,
no,
he didn't give you a chance to file your 3.5 or 3.6.
The only thing he could have plead,
as
the prosecutor here, the only thing he could have pled is guilty. That was the deal on the table. He didn't take the deal. So now he's in court in front of his peers. So you guys just let me know. I'm going to tally him up, and you guys get to decide whether Lurch has to pay for the damages if he's guilty. If you guys think he's not guilty, I'll let him off the hook. At any rate, no matter what, he's never allowed to use the toilet before everybody else at a patron meetup. He goes last. That's my word to you.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let's get, what we have a topic today. Yes, we do. All right. We're going to get back into the patron ride. So after this incident, we took off, and Goat led us on a very cool ride. In fact, Goat and who else? Oscar was up front?
Squid.
Oh, Squid. Yeah, Squid were there. Let's mention this real quick. So we had patrons there. I just want to give them all, here, do you want to mention there, Lurch, the patrons that were there?
Yes, I would if you scroll up a little bit. There you go. So we had Bob Dawson of Yakima, Washington. Great guy. He painted the law-abiding biker
for
studio.
Free.
Went down and took care of Big Daddy down there too. A talented painter. Got himself a new Road Glides, beautiful bike, billiard blue, gorgeous. We got Chuck Wilburn of Minot, North Dakota. It was decided finally what his nickname is because there's been so many ideas.
Bob Dawson too.
In the
Bob
name all the
that's
patrons
right.
and then let him tell about
let him
the
do
name
that part.
tags. I was
All
going
right.
to get to that. Yeah.
Tyler Barr, he's from Chehalis, Washington. And we also have, don't type, just scroll, John Manalides. So I asked John, John, how do you pronounce your last name? I think I've been butchering it for a while. And he says, eat your Wheaties, Manalides.
Yeah,
So
I was going to let you.
I'll never forget that again. Manalides. We got Terry McDonough of Medford, Oregon, and I can't talk today. Graham Jenkins, and he's from Westwald, BC, Canada.
Terry McDonough, also just to mention, was the one that for free is the reason we have metal tops over all the law-abiding biker shop workbenches, and they are beautiful. So let me tell you this. Big Daddy did something special for a couple of them. That he wanted to give them a nickname, and I'll let him talk about that in just a moment after this is done. Are you searching for the easiest and quickest detachable luggage system for your motorcycle? Rick Rack has just what you're looking for. Forget all those frustrating straps and bungee cords that can come loose and slap your paint. Check out one of Rick Rack's awesome quick attach strapless luggage rack systems. This father-son team designed something really special. That's right, you can't find it anywhere else. Yep, and these guys ride, so they truly understand the needs of bikers. The Rick Rack quick attach system is strong, durable, and secure with a lockable system. Also, check out their full line of quality touring bags to accompany your quick detach system. Once you use Rick Rack, you'll never go back. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics? Head over to the Law Abiding Biker store. Check out our full line of Rick Rack systems and bags. lawabidingbiker.com/store. Talk about it, Big Daddy, what the names you gave, why, and the patches that you made, which are kind of cool.
Yeah, well, first I had a general ride patch. This was an American theme,
Yes.
American Pride theme. So we had a general ride patch that said 22 Lab PNW ride, and I labeled the ride "Keep It Simple, Son," because sometimes people get too serious and get too technical or overthink things, and I just wanted people to just keep it simple. And then
Is that like overthinking or analyzing the bathroom problem?
Well, I didn't really have a chance to analyze anything other than what types of carrots was he using.
Baby carrots.
Keeps coming back around. Mm-hmm.
So
One more.
oh, that's got to be the last one, please.
That's gross.
So I decided to do something special for a couple people. I did this on my own kind of deal. And so I decided that Bob Dawson was going to get a special patch for the things that he's done. And so I got him a patch that said Picasso because he's a painter and he's done a lot of, he's helped me out with my place, didn't charge me what he very well could have. And then, of course, he's painted the shop. And then there's been a discussion about how different people are giving Chuck different names and all that. You know, like North Dakota, Iron Ass, the Long Traveler, you know, you name it. And so I decided I was going to solve it once and for all. And so I got him a patch that said Dakota. There was 2 patches in the set, so they had one for their jacket or their vest. So I gave that to them, and they were thrilled pink. In fact, both of them have since texted me afterwards asking me, where should I put it on my vest? I don't know where to put it. So that's been pretty cool that they obviously took a lot of pride in getting those. And then I did something special for some other individuals, such as Graham. He came in and bought quite a bit of stuff.
Graham who?
Jenkins.
Yeah. Where are they from?
Canada.
Yeah, I put it in there, didn't I? I know they're from Canada. Did I put it in there?
Yeah,
you said it. Okay. Yeah, I put that in there today. Yeah.
But they came in and bought a bunch of stuff that they wouldn't want to have to, have shipped, including riding jacket and stuff. And so I gave him a hat because he's been a very good customer. And I gave Terry a seat bolt because he needed a new seat bolt. So I gave him a seat bolt. And then, of course, I gave John and Tyler a blue line patch of their choosing. So, because they're big supporters of law enforcement. And so I just wanted to do something special for them. And so we did that. And then
well done, bro. Patches was a really cool idea. That was special. So that's cool. The regular ride patches too, which I have one. It's nice.
Yeah. And that's something that you can put if you're not involved in any type of motorcycle club or organization. You can put that on your non-club riding vest. And the idea is that I'm hoping the next person that does it again. So this becomes a situation where people want to come so they can get the next year's patch and stuff, and that each patch would be a little bit different. And so Brian had helped me organize the ride. And so about that time, you guys wheeled up and we headed out.
Yep. I will mention that the SFMC Sworn Few Club, of course, all behind the scenes, law-abiding biker media guys too. I was there, of course. Big Daddy was there with his wife, Cindy. Goat was there. Lurch and his wife. Oscar was there. Squid. I just want to announce that Squid is he's done podcasts in the past. He's done videos. I will say he's officially part of the law-abiding biker team now. And if you have any questions, that's Squid. If you want to connect with Daryl, he's going to be handling a lot of the emails and behind the scenes stuff. Daryl, Darryl, that's Daryl at lawabidingbiker.com. And Sturgis Jeff and Janet were there. Mike Baker was down from the crew, from Sturgis Jeff's crew up there in Popeye. And then Victor Garza and his wife came later too. Victor is from the Red Mountain down in Big Daddy's neck of the woods. Now, we went on a nice ride. It got up to about 95, 100 degrees this day. It was hot. We went in and around the Tri-Cities, around the back way around Richland, a bunch of back roads. Goat picked it was Goat that picked the route, right, Big Daddy?
Yes.
Okay.
I left it all in his hands because I've learned that delegation is your friend.
That's right, buddy. That's right. And Goat organized a great ride, and it was wonderful. We popped down into Oregon, the backside.
Went over the Horse Heaven Hills down into Highway 14 there.
Yep. And ended up in Pendleton, Oregon. We made a couple stops along the way, gas, water. We really got to really meet, the patrons that were there. We've met most of them before anyways, all of them, in fact, I think, right? And but it was nice visiting and just seeing what's going on in people's lives, and just had a great old time, good winey roads and all that kind of stuff.
We came through Walla Walla, which is great wine country. It's probably second to Napa.
City's so nice, you got to name it twice.
That's true. And I would say, having been to both, Walla Walla's wine's much better, but we belong to a couple wineries down there, and we're going down the old Highway 12, and then we got on the new Highway 12, and there's a couple of different wineries that we belong to, and I have the Sena communicators on our helmets, and my wife is talking to me. She's like, "Oh my God, it's right there. Why can't we stop?" And she goes,
Yeah.
"Don't you know I can get everybody discounts? Let's pull in there." And I said, "Well, maybe we can we're at the back. If we just pulled off, nobody noticed." But we didn't. But beautiful, beautiful country down there. A lot of farmland, a lot of wheat fields, and then you get into Walla Walla. You start getting through the grapes. It's a great ride. Go did an excellent job putting it together.
Yeah, well done, Goat. So we got done with the ride, and no big debacles there. Just a wonderful time, and I'll have great memories of it. So we ended up back. This was really nice. I'm just looking here to make sure I'm not missing anything. So we arrived back at Big Daddy, who opened up his home, and
very gracious of you.
Very gracious of you. He had already Big Daddy bought food and beverages, and we all met back there, and we hung out at his house. Now, I just want to bring this up. It was hot sitting around your place.
Hotter than two rats humping in a wool sock.
Well said.
Thank you.
Because it was more of one of those, we have them up here too, and it seems like we've had those the past week, is the very stale hot and muggy hot, which we don't get the muggy so much around here, but it was here. I was literally dripping sitting there, and I was like, what the frick, dude? Because usually it's a dry heat around here, and we still sweat, but not like that. Was it just me?
No.
I was using paper towels to wipe my face and
There was humidity in the air that we don't normally have.
I think we could have moved to the backyard because there was shade back there, and I think we would have got more wind and we would have felt a little bit better. But I think everybody had pretty much set their stakes.
It was fine.
Of the garage.
It was good, yeah.
I do want to mention this. So here's what Big Daddy said. We're all sitting around and we're having a gay old time. And he cooked hamburgers and hot dogs and all kinds of stuff. Okay. And it was a great spread. And I know Cindy helped out too. And we appreciate that very much. We got absolutely murdered by flies. Now it gets worse.
It's the oddest thing.
No, it's not. I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Because you, like Lurch, were trying to make excuses. Now hang on. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
All right. So we got absolutely bombarded by flies. In fact, they were so bad, people had to go on fly patrol with fly swatters. You could literally kill 3 to 4 flies in one swat. They were so thick. Now, you said, dude, it was because of the food. You said, hang on. You don't get to respond yet. I'll mute you. All right. So don't you know this by now? It's not funny if you get to respond yet.
Okay.
All right. It's not even funny, really. This is a serious thing. Okay. I had fly shit all over me. We look over in the pasture next to Big Daddy's house. There's horses. And Big Daddy tells me, oh, I think the flies smelt the food. And I said, no, the flies are over here, dude, because we stink. Bad. Worse than those horses. Okay. Now it gets better. I'm sitting there drinking my beer, sweating, flies up in my ear, in my nose. You guys trying to kill them. Had flies all over me, dude. It gets worse. I look over at the horses, them fucking horses just staring at us, laughing, dude. Laughing.
They were.
Because we stink worse than they do.
That's probably true after that 100-degree ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
It was
I want to go
the
smack that
weirdest-
horse right in the face.
It was the weirdest thing because
Horse bitch
when they
slap.
first started coming, I thought, oh, okay, they're over here because there's three horses across the street and then there's 2 more on the kitty corner. And I thought they must be smelling the food. And then the craziest thing is that after you guys left, the fly stopped.
Told you. It was us.
And the next morning I went in the garage. There wasn't a single fly.
That's bad that we stunk that bad.
It's
disgusting.
I mean, you would expect that the next day there would be flies in there. And fly patrol, although we all took turns, I somehow became a special fly master because I was literally able to kill 3 or 4 at a time because they were carnivores. Did you know flies are carnivores?
I found that out.
You were
Saturday.
like Mr. Miyagi
Yeah.
with chopsticks.
You kill one and
you
then
kill one
several
and
come
it's on
over
the
to take his
floor
body
and then
away.
all of a sudden 2 or 3 turn around and jump on it
Just like the chickens.
they're going to eat them. And so I'd smack them, and then 3 or 4 more, and I'm like, these flies are fucking You're dumb.
You're dumb. Dude. Yeah. All right. So I got one more thing to say about the flies. I had my hamburger sitting down, and they were on the hamburger so bad that I kept trying to shoo them off, dude. I'm fairly certain that a couple bites I ate flies.
You'll live.
I was that hungry.
You'll live.
And I didn't care. We're just teasing Big Daddy, by the way.
It's okay.
We don't care.
I don't get butthurt, and if I do, I know how to solve that issue. And it's with a butt buffer and a dude wipe.
That's right. There you go. Do this, and then we'll wrap it up. You want to ride longer? Treat your ass with some respect already. Get hooked up with a premium butt buffer seat cushion. This company of bikers developed a super thin hospital-grade seat cushion made of solid and elastic materials. And it's unlike gel pads that will leak if punctured. The butt buffer is designed not to slide around on your seat. Fits all motorcycles, installs in seconds. Yep, easily cleans, and helps to dampen those darn vibrations with plenty of models to choose from. They assure you'll have a comfortable ass when riding. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. Oh, that ass. All right, so
was that improv? That last part? I don't remember that.
That's kind of common.
Oh, that ass.
Yeah, our response was common as well. We just stared at him like, "What?"
Say it as sexy as you can.
That ass.
Oh, I like to go. Oh, that ass.
I think he's got you beat.
You do it.
No.
Well, you're in it now. You want to take judge? You got to do it.
I'm the judge. I'm
do
not
it.
A participant.
Oh, it's real easy.
No.
Oh, that ass.
Not going to do it.
Damn, bro. You got a nice ass.
So how do you beat that?
All right. Lurch is not going to partake. Apparently, he's too mature for that, even though he's not too mature to plug a toilet in front of a complete audience of Patron members. So whatever, dude. All right. So we want to make a couple thanks. Tyler Barr, I appreciate it. He was down there because I totally meant to take our cigars we got.
Isla del Sols.
Yeah,
Isla del Sols from Drew Estates.
Isla del Sols from Drew Estates. I meant to take him down with us, and I forgot him. And he bailed me out before when we were down, right? Didn't he bail us out when we were at Brad Johnson's Pacific Northwest meetup?
I was not on that, right?
Yeah, he bailed us out.
He didn't bail us out, but
I didn't have any.
Oh, he gave us some at the end when he went to his hotel.
That's right. So he's always giving us cigars. So thank you for that. I will say, as we go down here, we had a great time. Great time sitting out there. I think we took off about 7-ish, Lurch and I and his wife. But Big Daddy, thank you for putting it on. And the stories are for fun, and that's what makes it memorable. You know what I mean? Every event has memories, and we had a couple that give it memories, and that's half the fun. But it was great. I really got to talk. I did some light filming of the event. I don't know exactly how I'm going to use it, probably in some shorts, maybe over on Instagram. But really nice. I got to just really, really visit with the members that were there and catch up about life and what's going on, and had some really nice conversation with the sworn few guys and law-abiding biker guys that I don't see all the time too. You guys got anything follow up? I want to talk real quick, and then you guys, if you have anything, think about it now. But we had a beautiful ride home.
Yes, we
There's
did.
some pictures I posted on Instagram and the private Facebook group and stuff.
The sun was going down. My wife says, "Hey, can you feel that? It feels a lot better," because once the sun went down, the sun wasn't directly on us. So while it was still in the 90s to the low 80s, it felt better.
We literally rode into the sunset.
Right into the sunset. Yeah.
Check out the pictures, private Facebook group or Instagram over there. It was beautiful. Couldn't ask for an ending, a better ending to a day. And
thanks for those pictures. Those are cool.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. I had to get those. You know me. I was like, oh my God, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, once you slowed down and moved over, I knew what you were doing. So I just got the left wheel track there and held it. And
hell yeah.
Yep.
It's Lurch and his wife riding the pictures. Very, very cool. You guys have anything follow up? Big Daddy, I just want to say I've already thanked you enough, but it was really great. The whole event was great. And I know you put a lot of thought and effort into it. So thank you publicly for doing that. Mm-hmm.
No problem.
What else? Anything?
Sorry, Rick. And I hope that I made up a little bit by lunch, but I think I probably still have some debt to pay.
No, I had a good lunch. I had a Caesar salad and some first time ever a lobster cake. It was good.
It looked like a version of the crab cake, but must have been made with lobster.
Yes.
Yeah, it looked good.
Mm-hmm. Now, we love our patron members, all right? We love our sponsors, but if the way you want to, we want to get to know you better. We want you in the private Facebook group. But hey, if the only way you want to support us is through a flat donation, well, we never buck at a flat donation. Want to thank Lurch wants to thank, or Big Daddy, or somebody.
Let Big Daddy do it.
Yeah, we have Douglas Emerson, and we have Crystal Cooling and Heating, a business, and they did a substantial donation. And then, of course, Bruce Ross of Emu Heights, Australia.
There you go. lawabidingbiker.com/donate is how they left a flat donation. And we really appreciate it. It helps put a little fuel in the Law Abiding Biker gas tank so we
And keep this thing running on down the road.
There you go, guys. I know we got off track there. That's what we do here.
Weird.
But we had a hell of a good time doing it. And we like picking on people. And Lurch got the brunt of it today.
Yes, I did.
I feel almost bad. Kind of.
Almost, but not
really.
quite.
Yeah. So thanks, guys, for being here. And what do we want to call to action? What shall we do? We've got some new stuff.
The new blue line and red line t-shirts.
Why don't you do it? Tell them what to do here.
We decided to come up with a t-shirt that has the same backing and the same Biker Revolution on the front. But we added the red and blue line flag, and we're selling those now. And there will be, not only will you look good, but you'll be supporting those that first responders.
Yep. And if you head over to the Law Abiding Biker store, that's lawabidingbiker.com/store. You just hit the riding gear tab and you'll get a drop down, whether you're on mobile or desktop. And you just hit support gear. And that'll bring up we've got stickers, our Biker Revolution, #Biker Revolution. They're really cool for your helmet. A ton of guys putting them on their helmet. 25% off, I'm looking right here at the store right now. We've got our new round support sticker. It's a really cool design. Also, I put that on my helmet. I also put the Biker Revolution right on the front of my windshield. It's kind of a low profile. I'm really had fun coming up with that sticker, and I really am happy with the way it came out. The support shirt, where is it, Big Daddy? The red line one.
The Lab blue and red line short sleeve support
there it is,
shirt.
right there. Can't read. All right, yeah. So that's available right now. Good price, good looking shirt. Yeah, size up, right? That's what you say?
Yeah, I'd say size up if you're at the middle or upper part of the sizing.
Who's that sexy guy in that?
I don't
wearing
know
that shirt in
but
this
I see more rolls than a baker.
Yeah, I like it. Way to end it, bro. Thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for everybody that was involved in the meetup event. Lots of those going on. There is no better time to become a patron member, and just so many benefits. And we want to give those to you guys because we really appreciate your support. That's right. Lurch, we want to thank them for listening to the largest, fastest growing biker community on the interwebs. That's right, Law Abiding Biker Media. Right here, guys, you heard it. You guys might want to send donations to Lurch because he's going to be missing part of his paycheck and he might not be able to eat. lawabidingbiker.com/shit is how you can. Should I make that URL? That would actually be funny. I'm not going to make that. No, I can't cut it. I love the guy too much. I can't do that. It was funner just hacking on him. That was worth it. He's ignoring me. Thanks for being here, everybody. I think Louie, the studio dog, needs to take a leak.
Probably. We've been in here for a while.
It was only an hour and a half episode. It's normal for us. lawabidingbiker.com/fresh-butt. BUTT.